Hi everyone. Say good morning or good afternoon. Hello to everybody, wherever you're coming from, whichever country. Praise the Lord. We thank God for today, especially me, honestly. When I open my eyes in the morning, I give thanks to God. I thank Him. Somebody told me that I thank Him every minute, and I told them personally I thank Him every second because my condition can just go haywire. But I can't. I thank the Lord every second. There's a cousin of mine called Dunstan, Dunstan Rokare, and Dunstan came home one day here, Bara, and he said, "Jackie, I just want to tell you one thing." And I was like, "What is that?" He said, "Actually, it was at Mommy's burial." Yeah, it was at Mommy's burial. And he said, "Jackie, there's a song by Sinatra, and it's called I Do It My Way." And he said when he read the lyrics of I Do It My Way, he thought of me. I've always wanted to talk about it, but somehow, somewhere, you forget. But I was watching America's Got Talent, and a lady sang it so well. And I was listening, I do it my way, I do it my way. And I was like, was that the song that Sunday Dunstan um, told me about? So I went back to YouTube and I saw Sinatra, and I had, because Dunstan played the song using Sinatra's voice, the original song. So I read the word, I was listening to the lyrics, and yeah, I do it my way. I do it my way. I don't know whether it was being a last born, I don't know whose character I took, but all that I know is that when I want to do something, I do it my way. Whether it was work, whether it was home, whether it was with relatives, whether it was with my parents, anywhere with my siblings, I do it my way. I don't try to copy people, say, Dora is doing it this way, so let me do it that way. No, I do it my way. It's just amazing how in Bara now, the mayor is Honorable Kachavazi, the councillor of this area, Bulu, Zebu, Bulu, Babu. These are people who already know me because what do? I go to them. I go to them and I shake their hands and I say, "My name is Jackie Chuguru." Mwana Chuguru. Some people say, they flatter me and they say, "Hey, you are a grandchild of Chuguru." Well, I love that. So, one thing people need to learn, and when Dunstan told me that, I felt good because why follow other people? Why follow other people? Why do what Justin does? Why do what Brenda does? Why? Do what you think is right within you, as long as it's not beating people. But do what you think is right within you, whether people fear to do it. And that's one thing that I really hate in communities. Someone wants to do something, but they're scared of stepping out of the group. There's that notion that we decide as a group, but only one goes. So you look like either the villain or the good person. So I remember in the corporate world, I remember very well that whenever they would want to someone to say something, I would be there. Someone to say a prayer, I would be there. Someone to volunteer to do ABCD, run some kind of project, I would be there. Another thing that I used to do that I would feel like, okay, I'm either going to be fired or I'm going to stay and the MD is going to appreciate what I've said. If an MD in one of my companies would say something that was not kind to the people listening, and he might not know, but he said it. He would go back to his office and I would go. I'd tell the secretary, I would like to see the MD. And always she'd look at me like, Jaco, what did you know? And I would tell her, just open for me, just allow me in, just tell him Jackie has come. He never refused me to enter in different companies. Never. And I would go in and I would tell him, I would say, hi MD, how are you? Have a seat, thank you. MD, I just wanted to put forward something that no one else will tell you, something you said in your speech that was not kind to people. They feel not wanted, they feel lower than they should be. They don't feel that they matter. And it could have been just one sentence, but the gossips, the talk, whenever the MD finishes talking, there's the talk. And I told him that I had the talk. And I decided to come and tell you. I don't know what you're going to do about it. He would ask me, what do you want me to do about it? I said, I want you to send an email. I want you to send an email to the whole company just apologizing. It's not bad to apologize because you are the MD. It is not bad to say sorry because you are the MD. So he would look at me and say, write an email. Do you want to write it for me? I'll be like, no. It won't be from you. If I write it, it will be from me. So you'd say, okay, you stay around. So I'd stay around and, do you want some water? I'd say, yeah. I hated water that time. I would sip on it as he's writing. And then he says, okay, come round and see it. So I would go around and see it and quite nice. I would say send. And when I went down, people didn't know. People didn't know that I had been in the MD's office. But the secretary finished and told everybody. And you don't know how many people came to say thank you to me. thank you to me. For what? Being bold and doing it your way. I remember when I was in UTL, I I used to come up with all kinds of things. I would go to the boss and I'll tell him, I feel like we need to do something for the customers who have been with us for quite a while, or the customers who pay a lot, like, what do they call it, postpaid. You pay a lot, you don't wait for the bill. And even those who wait for the bill and pay, I told them we need to say thank you. So he would ask me, how do you want us to do it? I said, because I was the head of customer care, I would say, let's call it the customer care week. He laughed. He said, Aki Jackie, you wanted this thing to be about you. I said, no. I mean, let us do it from Monday to Friday. And on Friday evening, we do a cocktail. And we invite these customers. Do you know how they will feel? Every customer, first of all, would enter every service center and have a sweet. We had some capes. Pick what you want. Then in the corner, we had water, we had soda, and we had tea. So, of course, most of the customers wouldn't take that. They would take the water, yes, but the tea, time. So we did it, and it blew up. It blew up that everybody was talking about it, not staff. I'm talking about customers. Customers talked about it. They talked about it. I remember my boss, Hans Paulsen, telling me, we're going to do this every quarter. I was like, okay. My MD, Elazabi, was one of those funny. He liked fun. He liked fun. So one day he tells us that I want to desire. Hey, Mukama. We looked and we said, and he called me. He said, Jackie, make sure that Desire's there. I said, where did you get to know Desire from? He said, I was at the club. He liked the club. He would be there with him, Habib, and other important people. They had their special table. He said that it was Desire. And I'm sorry about the breathing in and out, but it's one of my issues. So he said, I want Desire. I told him, MD, you know how much Desire is? By that time, that was about 2008, 9. It wasn't that bad. So I said, I'll pay whatever I'll pay, whether I pay for my pocket. I want Desire at this customer service function. I said, no problem. So we call Desire, we negotiate with my boss, Hans, and there was Desire. Trust me, I have never seen a crowd of customers as excited to see Desire. Desire had a figure. She has a figure. I mean, most of you must have watched her recently getting married. Desire. as a figure. So Zaya finishes her dances, shakes her bum a bit, and Aki, man, eh? But the funny thing is that also women were very, 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 very excited about a difference, And from that time on, the next time I think we invited, oh God, what is his name? He plays the saxophone. Come on, Jackie. Anyway, you all know him. He plays the saxophone. And it was amazing. It was really, really amazing. And then on another one, we gave everybody who was there the most expensive, sorry, the most expensive phone. I don't remember which one it was that time, because I remember there was Ericsson, I can't remember, I just remember Ericsson. So what I love to do, I love to do my way. I don't like people to tell me what to do. Not in a bad way. If my dad tells me what to do, I will listen. If Geoffrey tells me what to do, or Juliet, I will listen. If Gordon tells me what to do, I will listen. And I will take it at heart. And I will understand where they're coming from. I remember last year was so bad. I would come and pretend and pretend. I'd come and do my broadcast, and it's okay. I'd come and do my broadcast, and then okay, you need to forgive me. Sometimes I forget my thought. Where was I? Yes, I would come and do my broadcast when I've taken my medicine. It was not yet used to my body. It's not yet used to my body, and it was really hard on my body. So I'll do my real talk. And I would think it's normal. Hey, and the problem is, I would not go back to listen. From that time, Kwani, let me tell you guys, I go back. I go back to listen. And I went back. I listened. And I was sad. I was sad that I could be sounding that way, and that I had sent this thing to more than over 900 people. And I was like, what? So if it wasn't my brother, Joy said someone had told her, Juliet, Gordon, I think, was busy. If they hadn't told me, I wouldn't have known. But that is because I do it my way. Sometimes it's not positive, other times it's positive. You can see all these tattoos. I have, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 tattoos. And I was like, nobody's going to stop me from doing it. But it was also because of the depression. There's a pain that you want to feel outside that you're feeling inside. So you want it to come out. You feel like you want it to come out. So you do something that but it doesn't come out. Some people cut themselves, unfortunately. And I did tattoos. If you ask me whether they hurt me, no, I didn't feel anything. Tell me now to do a tattoo. Never in the world. Because I'm much better. I'm much, much better. I'm not healed, but I'm better. And I thank God. I really thank God. So my lesson here is that let us learn to do it your way, not any other person's way. Do it your way. Me coming to Mbara was my way. Packed my things, told my parents I want to go to Mbara. My mom, Mr. Soul in eternal peace, was not comfortable because she was like, you don't know the language, you don't know the environment. I said, I'll get to know it. My lord seemed to be a bit comfortable. I think he was his daughter. So he was like, just keep my name. Don't spell my name. I told him, Daddy, for all the years that I've been here, even in Kampala, have I spelled your name? No. And I won't spell your name. And I came to Mbara. And there's so many people who are shocked that I came to Mbara. But I love it. I love it. I love Mbara. I meet oh gosh. Okay. I meet I've met amazing people. I've met amazing people. And yes, I met the love of my life. That's Jackie doing it her way. Yeah. And he's I don't even know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Let me give you maybe just one example. Just one. Yesterday I told him that I went with Sam. Sam is the guy who paints our houses, who does interior decor and stuff like that. So I told him that, you know what, we went with Sam to Jason's room. And Jason's room is, all the paint is falling off. And what Sam said was that they did not wait for the bricks, or the what, to dry. They were quick. And so they painted. So now Jason, all parts are just falling off. And I don't like how it looks. And when Jason goes, that's going to be a room for visitors. So I don't want it to look like that, you know. And of course, when I'm talking to him, I talk to him with schedule. Like it needs to be done because if people come and sleep there to see the walls, they're going to look at you with my face like that. And today Sam calls me and says, I'm coming to do the wall. Those are the kind of things that amaze me. And I love him. So Dunstan, thank you so much, so much for talking about that song, introducing me to that song. Yes, you are not wrong. I do things my way. I love you all. And this is Real Talk. Bye bye.